All right, guys, how are you? We are live right here on the Dan Romano Show. I have no idea what episode number we're up to, but we are just happy to be right here on the one and only number one station, Strong Island Television. And I am here with my boy, my brother, my sponsor, my man in life. Well, that was a little weird to say, man in life. Yeah. But everybody, if you're Italian, you understand what that means. Mr. Dino Luzzi, everybody, of Dino Luzzi Energy Drink, and I'm very happy that I am blessed with my boy Dino right here. Dino, please tell me what's going on with this wonderful product right here.
Everything is moving forward very nicely. We opened up another over 50 accounts last week. So I think everybody's taking a break for Memorial Day, but tomorrow everybody's ready to go. We're moving forward, and in the next 2 weeks we will make some announcements. So we bring everybody up to date.
Perfect.
So tonight,
yes,
I want to introduce everybody a good friend of ours.
Yes.
So you want to meet her tonight?
I can't wait. We're gonna see her right here on the screen. On the screen. I wish she was here live with us. But what comes again?
Tobi. We're gonna bring Tobi live tonight. Tobi just wrote a beautiful book. She's gonna tell us about a little bit of life story and about her book. And Tobi, when you come live, please say hello also to Atife, which is she loves you. She told me yesterday, she sent me a text. I can't wait to see Tobi again. Goes back to from when we had our radio show. Okay. So please bring Tobi.
Tobi, how are you, Tobi?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very good.
It's so nice to see you, Dino. It brings such wonderful memories of our really successful radio show and television show, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Big hug, big hug, big hug.
hug, and hug to the whole family. To the whole Luzzi family. And Atifa, if you're watching, I miss you. I hope you're well, and I hope everything's great in your life. So kisses to you, Atifa.
Thank you, Tobi. Go ahead. Tell us about your book, what you've been going through, and what's coming next.
Okay, well, I just wrote this book called The House of Faith and Fashion, What My Wardrobe Taught Me About God. It was released on May 13th on my birthday, so it's just a couple of weeks old, and it's getting amazing feedback. And Dino, but I'll familiarize everybody in the audience that I have been living this duality in life for a very, very long time, in which I've been a top executive in the fashion world for now 40 years, which is a really long time. And my spiritual path has led me to be ordained within Judaism. So you could say I have both hats in the fashion world and the faith world. And I finally combined it into this wonderful book that unfortunately was written in my battle with stage 4 ovarian cancer. But I am so grateful to be here today that I'm alive to have this conversation with you. So this is my triumph. This is like my life purpose has finally come in a book. And I'm really thrilled that you can't imagine how many people it's touched, and I'm so moved by it.
And people can actually purchase the book on Amazon on your website.
Yes, well, you can purchase a book on thehouseoffaithandfashion.com. You could purchase it on Amazon. You could purchase it on Kindle, and by next week it'll be up on Barnes and Noble.
Wow.
And I have an announcement to make that I think I'm making a distribution deal for the Middle East. So I'm really, really excited. Really.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there a place where we can get one signed?
Well, you know what? If you order one on my website, the advantage of ordering it on my website is those copies come signed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It doesn't come signed, but when you order it on the website, it does come signed. And it's really, I started the House of Faith and Fashion as a lecture series for my congregation. It then morphed into a reality show. And then Dino was there from the very beginning when I pitched this to him a long, long time ago, and he said, "Oh my God, this is a great idea." And I think sometimes things happen before their time, and they're not meant to happen at the right time.
Right.
Everything culminated to the right time as of this very moment. So it goes to show you that if you have struggles in life and if you have adversities in life, if you find the purpose of what your life's mission is in those adversities, then you could soar. I mean, we all came out of this horrible COVID and everything that was, terrible that happened to us. We were quarantined, we were shut down. If you emerged a better person and learned something from it, then, it was all worth it. It was all okay. These are all God-ordained episodes in life. And I'm here to testify for that.
You have an event coming up.
Do I? Oh, yes. We have an event. We have an event coming up that is on, when is that one? July 24th. Yes, I have a book signing party in like a unbelievable top plastic surgeon's 3-story office with 60-degree views of Manhattan on that wrap around each floor. And then Dino and his wonderful energy drink is one of my sponsors because I can't have a party without Dino. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
IFBC is very proud to be your friend and to be a sponsor of your event.
Always. I'm so happy. But I really, really want you to get this book, okay? Not only it was endorsed by the chief rabbi of Moscow. And then I'm talking to top fashion editors and fashion designers, Patricia Field. I'm talking to so many different people. And I think I'm the only one that's uniquely qualified to have those two extremes that you think are totally opposite in one book. So let's just say it's like Vogue magazine meets the Bible.
Oh, that's a combination and a half.
And let's not forget, she's also a female rabbi.
Wow,
yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So
you do it all.
Unique purpose and survived my battle in order for me to come here and introduce this book to all the ones on Long Island. I think if you need a must read on the beach this summer, you're gonna love this book. Love this book.
Faith, fashion, and determination.
Yes, survival. Thank you so much. A pleasure to meet you, and good luck on all your shows.
I want to be one of the first to buy that book. I want to read.
Okay, go ahead.
I will order it I'll get it when Dino gets it because I will read it. Now, do you do when you talk about the spiritual and physical beauty? Are you is this a psychic world also? That's a combination. Am I getting it? Am I understanding it right?
Spirituality it's not psychic. It's
okay.
It's biblical.
I understand. Okay. Well, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get this book.
Thank you.
The House of Faith and Fashion: Spiritual and Physical Beauty by the beautiful Tobi. I am so honored to meet you. Well, not meet you, but whatever the word is on the screen.
A virtual hug.
Yes, a virtual hug. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're talented.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to meet you one-on-one. God bless you. Thank you so much. She's absolutely amazing.
She's beautiful too.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say that because she's married, but you can't. I can't do that. Yeah, she's beautiful all over. God bless you. And thank you so much for being a part of the Dan Romano Show.
We'll see you soon again.
And if when you're in the area, please come on the show and do it live.
Oh, absolutely. We'll do a follow-up.
I would be so honored. And
okay,
I
great.
hope you do that.
Okay, I will.
All right.
Thank you, Tobi.
Thank you.
Tobi, everybody.
Bye-bye. Good night and happy Memorial Day.
I'll give you the link.
Okay. I want to give a quick part. Okay. Thank you so much, Tobi. Right now, the Dan Romano Show is going to be taking a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with two of the greatest comedians on the market today. Make sure you tune in about 30 seconds. Mr. Dino Luzzi, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Make sure you grab your drink, Dino Luzzi Energy Drink. We're going to do a commercial right now, and thank you very much, my brother. Wow, what an amazing commercial by the one and only Dino Luzzi energy drink. It's one of my favorite. I have to take one of these before I do my show, and I need one to go home, so I have to put up with my wife. It's the best medicine in the world, Dino Luzzi energy drink. We are going to be blessed with a great comedian that's going to be on another show under a Dan Romano production. We are going to hit the world right now with one of my great friends, Mr. Fitz, everybody. The audience is going wild. You just don't hear them right now.
Right.
What's up, Key?
What's happening?
How are you, brother?
I'm doing great.
You look amazing, Key.
I look better than
I love it. You got a green wolf on you.
That's right.
This guy's the leprechaun of comedy. Am I right?
That's right.
Nah, he's not a leprechaun. He's a lot bigger. But Mr. Keith Fitz, I am so happy you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, Keith Fitz, you have been on the third show of the Dan Romano, under the Dan Romano. Is it third or fourth?
Third, I believe.
Third show?
Third, yeah.
We are so happy you're here today.
I'm so happy I made it.
And I am so happy to announce that you are 1/4. If I got that, am I doing the math right? 1/4 of 4 of the best comedians that we're going to have on the show. And this show is going to be on July 12th, 7 to 9 p.m. at the Library Cafe in Farmingdale Village.
Right.
And
remember, the seating is very limited. It's
very limited.
35 tickets available.
Once this hits, we did shows so far under Dan Romano. We sold 68, 72, 125. This is a grand, and not putting down any show that I ever did, but this is 4 of the best comedians. Well, actually 3 and Rich Walker, but we're going to get back to that in a little bit. But this is 4 of the best comedians that you're ever going to find right here under a Dan Romano production. I am truly honored, and I am so blessed that I went to that night when I saw Peter Bales and Rich Walker do that class that they do.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get into their head, one of their heads in a couple of minutes.
They're the best on that. I have to say, I've heard too many good things about them.
Yes, and I'm going to ask Peter Bales tonight if I'm allowed to take his show. Because he might say no to a guy like me, because I'm a little nutshell. But I'm going to try to bribe him. I'm going to put some money under a table. You know, we have to see where we can go with Peter. But how do you feel about being part of this lineup? I mean, you would be, and I hope I'm not putting you down, but would you consider yourself? Peter Bales, in my eyes, is like here.
Right.
Rich is it's under the table, but you're like above the cream. So and I have to beat up Rich because he's not here to defend himself, and he always gets those cheap shots on me.
I'm the oil floating on the water.
You're the oil floating on the water. But are you proud of me for putting together this name? Look at the names, including you, including Peter Bales, Rich Walker, and who's the other one? Monty. Are you out of your mind? This is a Grand Slam show.
I'm honored to be a part of this.
I'm honored that these people said yes to me. I would have said no, but I would have said, "Are you crazy? A Dan Romano production, us?" But I am truly honored. To me, this is going to be the buzz. This is already a buzz because people are like, you're putting 3 of the 4 of the best on the show. Who does that? I do it.
Right.
And this is what I can't wait to get. I can't wait to get Peter Bales on here too because we're gonna get into Peter Bales' head. Is Peter Bales lined up over there? Ready. Well, right now we're gonna bring on Mr. Peter Bales, everybody.
Thank you,
Peter Bales.
All right, so great to be here.
How are you, Pete? You look amazing as always.
How you doing,
Great to see you. Looking forward to the show.
Well, thank you for being here.
I am really happy to be here. We got a big lineup and 4 equally funny comedians.
Oh, I love the way
That's what I think.
But you could have said 5 because I'm hosting. But I'm not. But wait, he was right. There are 4 and there's Rich.
He said comedians.
You're the host. I'm a host.
You know.
No, but Peter, how are you, Peter?
I'm terrific.
You look amazing.
Well, thank you. You know, I go for that Jerry Springer look, and I think I've captured it.
You got it down packed.
That's what I look like. I'm very proud.
If I put like 7 girls in bikinis, you would be him. That's all you're missing. That's all you're missing. They gotta throw like whipped cream at each other, and we would have a new version of the show.
Absolutely, I love that show.
Oh, I wonder why.
There's just so much going on, but there's a lot going on. It's a Monday night, and this is, come on, this is Long Island. It's the summer, my favorite time of year. Monday night, go out and see some live comedy. Support live comedy on Long Island. That's my message here. And there are so many comedians that deserve your attention.
Yes.
There's a lot happening. This is just a terrific show on a Monday. Beautiful venue, right in the middle of Farmingdale, right?
Yes, in
And
the heart of Farmingdale Village. The heart of Farmingdale Village.
You're the heart of
thank
Farmingdale.
you. Thank you. That means a lot to me.
And we're just gonna have fun.
Well,
that's
Peter was a big part. Key, I don't think you were there with the 125.
Not with that one, no.
Not on that one. Key, I'm sorry. Peter Bales was one of the big reasons why the first ever, if you remember, the Farmingdale Village comedy crawl that I invented or that I put together, and Peter Bales was one of the main reasons why it was such a grand slam. This was, if you remember, 14 of some of the most up-and-coming comedians and seasoned comedians on the market. We had the beautiful Peaches Rodriguez that killed it. We had Peter Bales. We had Mandy Jones. We had Bonnie Scalisi. Some of the names I'm a little bit still now.
No. That's great. Yeah,
but
they were terrific.
This was a collaboration of mixed nuts. I mean, if you ever opened up a bag of mixed nuts and you put them all in your mouth, and not to get physical, but the way it worked, it was amazing. We created 14 comedians that all started in point A, and they went to point B. And then those comedians went to point C, and we did the first round robin of the comedy world. And it was such a success that Farmingdale Village wants me to bring it back.
Do it, absolutely.
But now with let me check this out. Now with 3 places, they want me to do 9.
9?
Wow.
9.
I need 9 people to run 9 different locations.
Oh, that's such a great idea. It's like comedy volleyball.
Yes.
You finish your set, somebody else, rotate, and you just
and people would go. People that love Peter Bales. It was so funny. They would get up and go follow Peter Bales to the next one. And I'm like, I don't know if that's legal, but the way we did it is, as long as you have a ticket, you can go to any place as long as there's a seat available. But you had to buy the 2-drink requirement, so nobody cared where you went.
Right.
But I mean, that's the way it was. They were following their favorite, and Chris Roach was amazing. I forgot about Chris Roach.
Chris Roach.
He's a big one to forget.
No, yeah, he was,
and I mean big.
Well, you're mentioning a lot of alumni of Stand Up University right here on Long Island. If you're wondering about how you start in stand-up comedy, standupuniversity.com. Check us out. There is a place to start. It's the hardest set you'll ever do.
Right.
I wonder if you agree with this, is your first one. Getting up on stage for the first time is very scary.
Of course.
But we set it up in a supportive atmosphere. At the
I was at the last one you did, and I met a beautiful young lady. I forgot her name. She's the hypnotist.
Oh, yes, yes.
She's going to be here in 2 weeks on the Dan Romano Show.
That's terrific.
Cool.
That's absolutely
Gloria.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm a little bit stoned out with the names. And she came to my restaurant, and that's how I met her. I went up to her. I felt so bad because I had to walk by 7 comedians to get to her. And everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna want me on the show?" And I went right to her. I says, "You were the one that I thought that I she was beautiful, she was funny, and the timing was so perfect for a person that was the first time on stage. I thought her timing was impeccable."
Her name is Gloria Stryker.
That's the one. Yep.
Now a comedian and is a professional hypnotist.
Yeah, she's gonna actually hypnotise somebody on the show.
Well,
would you like to volunteer for that one? I would love to see you quack like a duck. I would love to have control of Peter Bales.
I've seen hypnotists really do amazing things in live shows. It is possible.
I was hypnotized by Chris Angel.
Did it work?
He says it did. I don't remember.
Well, then it worked.
I woke up with I went on the show with white underwear, and I came back with blue. So something had to happen where I was not aware. But Chris, I'm going to get you back for that one. But he said it worked. I never saw the tape. I think he's scared to show me.
There was a professional comedian, Gary Conrad. And I was standing on the side of the stage, and he had like 8 women hypnotized. And he goes, standing on the side of the stage is your MC, Peter Bales, and he's the hottest guy you've ever seen. Go over to him and say hello. And they went all running over to me and started, pawing me and hugging me and kissing me.
Oh my God.
And it was not faked. It was just weird. I had to actually push these women away. I don't know if you can imagine that.
No. I always say, every time I see you, it's like you're a chick magnet. You are a chick magnet. I don't know if it's because you have that beautiful, innocent face.
I was a chick magnet in 1987.
You still
Now
are.
I'm not so sure.
You still are. I see them. I see them waiting for you at the end of the show. I don't know if it's to get your autograph or just to be around you, but they are there.
I seen them throw panties at him. I don't know.
But the weird part was when they were men.
Yes,
That's the weird part. That's the part that you got to get scared.
All right.
Well, see, now they're old enough. When they sell their panties, their parts are still in them.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we got to this one. But Key, look at this lineup that we're gonna have: Peter Bales, Keith Fitz. Should we put Rich Walker in there?
Rich Walker,
and Chris Monty. Chris Monty actually called me, and he says he would be here, but I know he's partying with his friends, and I didn't want to put it on the obligation because everyone's having fun. And
if he's been partying all day with his friends,
I told him stay home, relax, and he says he'll be on the show another time.
Yeah,
what we're going to be doing very soon, Peter, is I'm going to be doing the show here in front of a live audience out there.
Wow.
And that's the other thing that we're going to be implementing very soon. That's where I'm going to try to bring the show to another level.
Is that going to be an audience?
It's going to be an audience.
Or would you call them hostages?
Well, if they're coming to see
they're
coming to see you and Key, I would say audience. For Rich Walker, I got to tie some people down to make sure they stay. But Rich, I got to get Rich. I don't know if you know, but me and Rich Walker, we did a movie together. We did a movie called The Streets 2. And I got to actually beat the crap out of Rich Walker on live, and I couldn't show it yet because I don't have the permission.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I thought I knew everything. What was the name of the movie?
The Streets 2.
And was it the kind of a movie you need tokens to see?
No. There's actually, actually,
I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
But I understand.
The one with the window that opens up in 2 seconds.
Well, it actually won awards, believe it or not.
Really?
This movie won awards. It wasn't because of Rich Walker at all. I mean, his name wasn't even in the credits. But we had a scene where Rich Walker owed me money, and he came in and he was begging for his life. And this is the first scene that I ever did where I had to hit somebody in a scene. I had to shoot a couple of people in another scene, but this was actually a hit. And Rich Walker is such a great actor, person, friend. I could tell you a story about Rich Walker. When I met him on set, do you know who Angel Salazar?
Yes.
Angel Salazar's girlfriend wind up taking my car keys by accident to her house in Manhattan. So Rich Walker, I was locked outside the studio, the set, in the pouring rain. To show you what kind of man Rich Walker was, he stayed with me an hour and a half till my wife got there, pouring rain, me and him in his car. And he would not leave. See, now I feel like I'm trapped, like I owe this guy like the rest of my life. And he'll hold you to that. Like I can't say nothing bad against Rich because he'll say, "Dan, you remember that day when you were soaking wet?" Yes, Rich. Yes, I do remember. But to show you, that's where our friendship started.
That's nice.
And that is a beautiful thing for Rich Walker to sit there. He actually stayed there over an hour in the pouring rain to make sure that my wife got me. But when he saw my wife, and my wife came out screaming out of the car, he jetted. He's like, "I ain't putting up with that woman." She made Angel Salazar. Now, Angel is a movie star.
Yeah.
She made Angel Salazar jump in a dumpster and check the garbage to see where my keys were.
Wow.
And when a Dominican woman yells at you and takes control of a man and makes a movie star jump into a dirty dumpster because he was the reason why the keys were missing. And she scared the crap. I almost wanted to jump in the dumpster and take responsibility. But that's like a power trip on a woman.
Wow. I mean, but you're okay now. You got home okay?
Yeah.
You found the keys?
What happened was
that was only yesterday, though.
Yeah.
We only found the keys yesterday.
What happened was they took the keys, and then Eddie Rock was the creator of the movie. He went actually to Manhattan to get the keys because he felt obligated because the keys were missing that day. So he drove to Manhattan and brought the keys. But to show you what kind of beautiful man Rich Walker is, I love Rich Walker. So, Richie, thank you very much, and I'm very, very honored that you are part of this magic. And you guys, Monty is another story because that's I almost fell off my chair when I got to lock this down. And you were the missing piece. You were the last one to say, "I want in on this."
Well, I'm excited about it. Rich Walker and I have been doing stand-up university for 23 years.
Yes.
Wow.
And helping comedians to start out in comedy on Long Island and have fun doing it. and he's a terrific comedian.
He's unbelievable.
It's a Monday night in July, and it's going to be summer and nice, and just come out and support live comedy.
Did you ever wonder why I picked a Monday?
Yes, I did. Why?
Because to me, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are so open in the comedy world.
Yeah.
That I honestly believe that these comedy clubs that don't open up on those days, they're losing out on a lot of opportunity. My definition, and please, and if I say anything out of line, I don't mean it. This is my theory on comedy. I love comedy. I am not a comedian. I love comedy so much that I don't want to be a comedian for one reason, and he knows my joke, because I like money too much. And it's hard to make money in the comedy world. So I came up with the idea, if I become a, what's the word, producer? If I become a producer and I make money, everybody along the line should make something. That's what I put together. Because the comedians, especially now, lockdown, the COVID-19 getting out, a lot of people need money. A lot of people are going through emotional, psychological issues. A lot of people don't have that extra money to put in their pocket. So I came up with the idea, if I'm going to do a comedy night and I'm going to make money doing the comedy night, why not spread the wealth and give a little bit to everybody where they can decide what they want to do with their money. I don't believe in bringer shows. I have nothing against bringer shows. I'm just not a fan of them because I can't see. I was a bowler, and as a bowler, it's called paying your dues. You have to bowl against people that are 1,000 times better than you and lose money to learn what you have to learn in the gimmick in the business. Right now, I could beat any bowler because I learned from the scratch, from the starting down.
Are you that good at bowling?
Oh, I'm very good in bowling.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm ambidextrous, which is the.
Do you know what I'm good at? Standing by the hand dryer and looking cool.
But I have never. But that is a gift. Only very few people can do that. So my point was very simple. I took up and coming comedians. I took what I call, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, middle comedians, I guess I call them, and I get people like Peter Bales, people like Key, who are seasoned pros, and I put them in a one stage, and I advertise the whole show, and that way I give this person this amount of money, this person this amount of money, and if they say yes, and we make a success, everybody gets paid.
Good.
And that's what I love about this comedy world. That everybody, there's too much negativity and there's too much positivity that can go around. So why not focus on that? That's why I tell people, no Friday nights, no Saturday nights, no Sunday nights. Let's do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because there's enough people out there that love comedy that will come to a show.
Back during the comedy boom of the 80s, we used to fill the East Side Comedy Club on Monday nights.
That's beautiful.
And I think we can get back to that.
I think it should have never left. I honestly think it should have never left. And I'm living proof. We're living proof.
Yeah.
We sold I'm proud. We sold 68 tickets in a place that never did comedy on a Monday. Then we went and he was a big part of that reason. Then we did a 72 with him and Terry McNeely and a bunch of other comedians. 72 on a Monday to me is an amazing number. And it's not even in a comedy club. It was at a bar restaurant that held it. And now I want to take it over and keep doing it, keep running with it. Now we have the beautiful Library Cafe with Fitz, Mr. Peter Bales, Rich Walker, and this unbelievable guy named Chris Monty, everybody should know Chris Monty because he's one of the biggest. Am I right or wrong?
He's a natural.
He's a natural. And I love throwing at him one-on-one because he can go with any conversation. He's like one of those people that if you're rated PG, if you're rated R, wherever you are, his mind is already on the level that you need it to be, and that to me is beyond. He's an actor. He's a professional actor. Yeah, because that's what you have to do. Yeah, and I just put Chris Monty's name in one of the biggest movie producers around because I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of the great actors, a lot of the great comedians now are they're taking that giant leap into the movie world.
Well, a lot of comedians go into comedy to go somewhere else, like television or the movie. Oh, without a doubt, they use that as their stepping stone.
Well, we just picked up the wonderful Andrew Dice Clay in Gray's End, and we picked up the other one. I can't pronounce his name. Vic Benedico.
Vic DiBitetto.
Thank you. We just picked up Vic in Gray's End, which is amazing. These are two of the biggest names in the comedy world. Now we got to get Peter Bales and Keith Fitz in there. then we have the whole beauty of it.
So, Key, have we ever worked together?
I don't think we actually have.
Because I know you on Facebook. I feel like I know you though. Facebook. You got
I have a Facebook. I got an Instagram. Well, my Instagram is mainly for the business that I run.
Yeah.
But, I'm all over the place though.
Yeah, and I saw you in the post office on the wall. It was a picture.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they were.
Is that the one with the bubble gum?
But it said most unwanted. So
do we have this commercial today? No, next week. Okay, next week we're going to be blessed with Fitz.
Keys Cutlery and Keys Love Jewelry.
Yes.
That's my business. We have a spot in a flea market called Lala's Flea Market, 1075 Portion Road in Farmingville, New York. You can always contact me at 631-379-1781 for any information, or you can look up our websites if you're not close, keyscutlery.com or keyslovejewelry.com.
And Mr. Peter Bales, if somebody wants to take your class, what does somebody have to do?
Go to standupuniversity.com. Check us out. And the hardest step is the first step. Do it. We are a 7-week class, and we'll take you from never having done comedy before to doing it for the first time and becoming a comedian and getting a running start out there.
May I ask a favor?
Sure.
Can you give me? Are you allowed to give me some of the names of some of the most up the comedians?
Are you ready for this?
Names? Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Chris Roach.
I love Chris.
Took our class many times.
For Chris, whoever doesn't know Chris Roach, for the few people out there that don't know him, he was on that show.
Kevin Can Wait.
Kevin Can't Wait, and he actually worked with the beautiful Carrie Caravis, who made a very beautiful guest appearance on that show, which is one of my favorite episodes. But I'm sorry to do that.
No, absolutely. So Chris Roach, Chris Monty.
Wow, I didn't know Monty took your class.
Oh, Monty took
wow.
Monty. We turn out a lot of terrific comedians.
Well, now? May I allowed to pick your brain on when you first had Monty on? How much different was he when he first started out till now?
Quite different.
Really?
He started out in a team called Monty and Lund with Mark Lund. Yes,
okay.
That Mark Lund.
Okay.
And finally, he was ready to step out on his own, and the rest is history. He's been just doing such great work.
Well, I just asked Chris Monty to do a show with me, so I'm hoping that he could jump on this.
Well, he's going to do a show with you. He's going to do our show. That's the big deal in July. He's going to be right there.
July is going to be an amazing show. And Key, you got some stuff you want to show to the people?
I have some stuff right here.
That you can actually buy right here in Studio House, and we're going to be doing shows live, so you can see it right here.
Absolutely. This is all stainless steel, including the gold. It's over stainless steel. It will never tarnish, never turn. And I'm telling you, it's the greatest. It's the greatest stuff out there. It has no nickel in it, which is what most people are allergic to. You can leave this on. You can shower with it. You could swim with it.
Shower with it.
Absolutely.
Look at that microphone. Let me. That is so cool.
I love that.
I
think every comedian should be wearing one of these.
Yeah,
I know I have one. Cool. I know a lot of comedians have bought them from us. Yeah.
Wow. I have a great idea. When he does his comedy class, the best one should get one of these.
Oh, that's
that would be.
That's an idea.
That's a gift.
I think it's terrific. Look at that stuff. You make
just
that?
Out of curiosity.
We don't actually
like
make
that
it.
Go for, like the microphone.
The microphone. Let's see what she has it for here. How much? $30.
Great price.
$30 for that.
Price.
And you can get it like Dan was saying, right here in studio, because this is actually the case that we're going to leave here. We're going to be bringing in new stuff again next week too. So we're going to add more stuff.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And again, this is stuff you can see on our website, or you can see in person at our store. And feel free to come down, stop it, and even just to say hello.
Right. Well, you can meet Key. You can meet Mr. Peter Bales.
So where's your store again?
Our store is in Lala's Flea Market at 1075 Portion Road in Farmingville, New York.
All right.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be right back right here on the Dan Romano Show with Keith Fitz and Mr. Peter Bales, two of the best. We're going to be right back right now. Peter, you're amazing.
If you're like me, you've tried a dozen of these bitter drinks that stay in your system for 1 hour, even though they promise you much more. Dino's Energy Drink, The light, crisp taste, so smooth and refreshing, loaded with vitamins and nutrients. Dino Energy Drink, imported from Italy, tastes fantastic and will give you the energy you need to get through your day. Dino's Energy Drink. Let Italy show you what great taste is.
Very.
All right, guys, we are back right here on the Dan Romano Show with two of the best, Peter Bales, Keith Fitz. I'm so honored to be here, and I am so excited to. And by the way, make sure you guys drinking my drink, Dino Luzzi's energy drink, the best energy drink on the market, my major sponsor. And it is made in Italy, quality all the way. And I'm very, very pleased to have one. If you have one of those, you're going to fly home.
Do you know the original formula for Coca-Cola back in the late 1800s?
Had cocaine inside.
Had cocaine in it.
That's why I was addicted.
And that's and that's why they won the Pepsi Challenge.
Yeah, right. They had the boost above Bill Moore.
I love it.
I still add cocaine to my Coke.
Oh, God.
It's what turned my hair red.
Wow. When you stomp Dan Romano, then you know you're a step above. But when I tell you, again, I have to advertise this. Can you even think of a better comedy night than you four?
No.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Absolutely.
Could you think of working with anybody, well, except for Rich Walker? Could you think of anybody else? Rich is going to be like, Dad, he's going to call me tomorrow. I couldn't make it, so that's what I get. Yes, now you understand, Rich.
No, don't forget, he's going to call you up and say, call you back on that favor. You remember when I sat outside when you did a rave?
No, but I have been to, this is my 13th comedy night that under my name, and this one I'm bragging about. I got people who and I'm not going to get political in any which way, but people from the left, how are you working with the people on the right? And when I work with people on the right, how are you working with people on the left? I work with everybody. I love everybody. I could care less what they think. As people, we're all human beings, but I'm looking at comedy. I'm looking at comedy in a different light. I'm looking at it in a business sense, and I am a businessman, and I love comedy. I love bringing comedy. I love being part of comedy, but I don't want to be a major part. I just want to be the sideline guy.
Well, everybody wants to laugh. That's for sure.
Right.
And I'll tell you, when I'm on stage, I want everybody to like me. I wouldn't do politics in my act in a million years. I don't even tell the audience if I'm a Yankee or a Met fan because I don't want to make anybody mad. I want everybody to love me.
Rich, I remember. Do you remember Rich Walker? He had half the audience mad at him when he started, but he has a way. He has a way of soothing, and he picked it up 1, 2, 3, and he has just a beautiful way of balancing everything out. Right. And I love Walker. I think that man is he's a what do you call that? Not a mind reader, but he reads the audience very, very well. Yeah.
He really does. And when I'm on a show with Rich, I really do.
You get scared?
No, I don't.
When he sets you up like that?
No. I can carry Rich.
You get? Oh yeah, I seen that. That's a heavy load on your back.
When he's going down, I can bring him back up.
You could throw him that little life riff.
But the point is, people got to remember, comedy is fun. People worked all day. They want to just get together and laugh.
Absolutely.
It's not more complicated than that. I really believe that.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Well, I think my biggest influence starting out was Robert Klein. I was actually mentored by Jerry Seinfeld. He didn't know he was mentoring me, but when I started the comic strip, he was the MC who passed me at the comic strip through the auditions. And I watched him every night for a couple of years.
Right.
Became very friendly with him, actually.
I never met him.
I actually sublet his apartment when he went out to California. And the apartment is a studio on West 81st Street. And the shot that in the show is the shot of the actual apartment that I
really?
sublet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. For about half a second, they show that shot. The inside is nothing.
Right.
It was a little tiny studio.
Right.
But I remember.
But that's huge.
But he had a philosophy. He had a focus. He had a yellow legal pad, and he wrote every day. And he tried the new material, and he tried it again.
So he was dedicated.
He was dedicated and had respect from everybody because his material was so strong.
That's amazing. And if you had to pick a best female comedian,
that's a great question. There's so many great female comics.
First one that pops in your head.
Rita Rudner.
I like her. Yeah, absolutely.
Rita Rudner. But of course, I had a chance to meet and work with the legend Phyllis Diller.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah,
who is a legend and a groundbreaking, because it's difficult for. It used to be more difficult, I think. It's getting better, but women face many challenges in stand-up comedy, and we should respect that and understand that. And I'll make a prediction right now.
Please.
Somebody's going to break big from Long Island, and I predict it's going to be the next one will be a female comic.
I think it's going to be Peaches Rodriguez.
I
love Peaches Rodriguez. I had the opportunity to work with her on the Crawl. On the comedy Crawl. She is funny. She's entertaining. She's beautiful, and she actually is one of my favorites.
Well,
Every time I call her up just to get advice from her.
I've heard of her.
Yes, a little bit, yes. But honestly, God, her, and the other one is another one that I love in the female comedy world is Teresa from Tea Time. From the show, from here.
Yes.
And she's another up-and-coming comedian, but she is so energetic, and she does the costumes. Like some comedy places don't like costumes. I love costumes because I worked with Angel Salazar, who is a whole costume, but that's another form of entertainment.
You know what I love in comedy? Anything that works. How about that?
Well, that's true.
There are rules in comedy, but rules are made to be broken. And if the audience likes it,
that's all that should count.
I like it.
I agree.
I
absolutely agree.
The audience will tell you if you've gone over the line or they don't like it. They'll tell you.
They'll be the first ones.
If there's a joke that I don't think is funny, but it works, I keep it in. Listen to the audience. That's that's what you've got to do. And that's, when you provide these shows, you're providing them first for the audience. It's the whole night. Without the audience, we have nothing.
Yeah.
We're just talking to each other.
That's right. That's exactly right. So the audience is job one, and they're there to laugh, and whatever makes them laugh is okay with me.
I love that. I love that. I love that about you. Key, what do you think?
About what?
about what we're talking about. Key tells everybody, Key, to show you where he is.
No, I tend to agree with Peter right there, because that is the most important factor. Your audience is what makes you who you are, because you're on stage performing for them.
Right,
you're there for them. So if you're telling them a joke that you think you like but they don't, is it worth keeping that in, because your audience is what's going to come back to you and say, I didn't like that so much.
Right.
But again, comedy is subjective. Comedy is subjective, so there'll be the days, but as long as it works 90% of the time, you're pretty good.
Absolutely. One thing I wish, I've been to a lot of what do they call those? Open bar nights.
Open mic
nights. Because to me, you get to see new material. You get to see stuff that you never see before. That's where they're usually attempting new material, new joke, new smiles, new ways of presenting the joke. And I love so many people that are doing those kind of shows. Like, I don't want to give names. I don't want to give free publicity out there, because then they like, why'd you pick me over them? But anytime you see a bar or a restaurant do an open comedy night, go in, buy a drink, support the comedy, because without comedy, and I'm a big Robin Williams fan, comedy to me is better than medicine. A lot of these people that are dying, a lot of these people that are on their deathbed taking that medication, it's not the medicine that's making them better. It's the love and the smile. A smile on the face means, to me, is a lot more than what a pill can do at the end.
But when you go to those kinds of nights, remember, these guys are starting out with the new jokes.
Yes.
So it's not necessarily going to be all the cream of the crop jokes they're going to be selling, even if they're the most seasoned comedians on there. I go to open mic nights all the time. A lot of times I don't do any of my regular material in there. I throw in all new stuff just to try it out.
Right.
Now, you see, that's how we're different. I've been doing the same material for 43 years.
Wow.
And I don't believe in changing it. It's the same 7 minutes. No, I'm joking. You're looking at me.
I've seen.
I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding.
Well, I was like, yeah. Well,
you guys are looking at me like, really?
Well, actually, the last 7 times I saw you, it was a little repetitive. I'm joking. But I think the comedy world is so strong right now. So many great new. The pandemic did not slow down the comedy world. I think it sparked it right now because everybody that's coming off their couches, they're coming out of their beds, they're coming out into the world, and they're coming out swinging. So sponsor the comedy world because they have been dormant for so long that it's you, the people, that buy that ticket is what's going to wake up the world, the comedy world, and open up the comedy clubs again and open up the new material that's going to be coming out. People like Peter Bales, who have been around. How many years you been doing comedy now?
I've been doing it over 40 years.
Since the Bible came out?
Really? No.
The Comedy Bible.
The Comedy Bible?
I opened for a group that did Gregorian chants. That's how long I've been in comedy.
I don't even know what Gregorian chants is.
Well, I was making a Middle Ages joke.
Oh, when you're young, you don't know these things. I don't know if you heard, I just turned 50. So I'm at that.
Well,
they say that's halfway through your age. I don't know if many people live at 100.
No,
so I don't know where the middle mark is.
You just turned 50?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, you'll be able to, get your figure back, I think.
I think so.
I think, just work out and pray. And it's
no.
about love and laughter. It's not about looks.
No, I don't got none of those.
Okay.
I'm over 3.
It's about
I don't have no looks. I got no personality. That's why I got to hang out with comedians. I got to make myself look better. Look, I'm between two of the most greatest guys in the world right here.
But you like to laugh.
I love
That's
to
what counts.
I love to laugh.
That's what counts. And having fun is having fun. It's the most important thing. We're not doing brain surgery here.
Right.
We're trying to get laughter to make people feel better. That's
Absolutely.
all. That's all it is.
I had the honor of sitting in between two great comedians. Actually, one was Rich Walker, and the other one was oh my God, he's gonna kill me.
No, that's okay.
Big heavy guy. Oh God.
That could be a lot of comics.
He's a chef.
Yeah. Oh, Pat Marone.
Thank you, Pat Marone.
Pat
I don't know why
Marone.
he calls me every day, and I blank out on Pat Marone's name.
Think meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know why you guys are not making more shows. Just taping your life because it's such a funny, beautiful thing. What I want to do is I want to do a show called the Round Table of Comedy, and put 5 comedians on there, and everyone gets a mic, and just have them talk. And I think just having that idea would just open up so many different doors, so many different get into their mental thinking. Because these two right here, if you spent a day with them, you probably lose your mind. But in a good way. I was at Mandy Jones's party, and she had 12 comedians all just talking, and you would think going into the conversation, the conversation didn't make any sense. It made there was no logic to the conversation, but it was just comedy in the realm.
Well, comedians like to go off on tangents.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. It was like the show about nothing, like the Seinfeld.
Right.
But that's what, when you put that many comedians in a room, that's what you're gonna get. It's their own version of what they see, what they know, and you just sit there and bug out. Like if you just step back, I want them to tape it. I was going to tape the conversation and just play it and call it a show.
One of the things we teach at Stand Up University is comedians do not need segues. In real life, you do. You can't talk about ancient Rome and then the Philadelphia Phillies, one after the other. It's odd.
Right.
But comics can do a joke about their grandmother and then a joke about 5th grade.
They can
and then
jump
a joke
around.
about, they can jump around.
Correct.
It's expected.
Right.
It's expected. And a lot of people starting out in comedy think that they have to flow from one. No, do your joke, get your laugh, go on to the next one, and don't worry about segues.
What's your advice when somebody fails or throws a line, like does something that the audience just doesn't get? What is your best advice to give somebody to bounce back from that? From a dud?
Well, it happens to everybody.
Even you?
It happened to me in 1989 at 10:30.
Once.
She remembers.
Actually, I saw Jerry Seinfeld late at night at the comic strip bar talking about quitting. He had just come back from upstate
Really?
and having such a bad set. We've all had that. Everybody has it.
But sometimes it might not be a bad set. It might be just a bad audience.
Well, you don't want to get into the trap of blaming the audience.
Okay. That was my first.
That
That would be my first one. But
I know. But what you do is you pick yourself up, get back on the horse, and try it again next time. You're as good as your last show, but you've got another show coming up. And remember, we should all give comedians the highest respect. What they're trying to do is so difficult,
Absolutely.
especially the new comedians. out on Long Island? How do you find stage time? How do you go up there before those small audience, sometimes only comedians, and do what you do? You do because you do it because you have a goal, because you want to succeed. It's hard work. I know I've been through it, and I still go through it. I have the highest respect for what you're doing. It's a noble profession, stand-up comedy, and to the young comics, especially, not even young, new comics out there,
right?
Keep going. Keep going. It is quite special what you're doing. You're going to make friends for life, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to make people laugh. Sorry, I got on my horse there.
No. You kidding me? Please. I love it. No,
I mean it. I mean it.
No, and that's why, of course,
I mean it with all my heart.
And
yes.
most importantly, have fun and enjoy what you're doing. Do it for the love of it. When you start off, especially, because you have to know if you're having a good time, the audience will have a good time.
Makes sense.
If you're not having a good time, the audience will read that.
Yeah.
So even if you're not having a good time, lie.
Right.
There you go.
Well, the audience can smell fear like a dog can smell fear. It's really true.
Are you trying to call the audience a couple of dogs?
No. That came out wrong. Let me rephrase that.
Eliminate that part, please. Go back, erase it. Oh no, please continue.
The audience is on your side.
Yes.
People ask me about hecklers. Rarely, I mean, very rarely, do you come across a heckler who genuinely wants to hurt you or hurt the show.
Well, you haven't been to my birthday. You didn't hear about that, did you?
No, that's funny.
We'll talk about. We had a beautiful comedian making a joke about, but it was a joke. You know, you're on the stage, and he was making jokes about another person's profession, and it just went on, and all of a sudden the guy got up and got into the face of the other comedian, into the comedian. And it was more of an experience than anything else. Yeah. Well, but people in the audience should, like, I'm a pizza man. I've heard a million jokes. I don't attack anybody in the pizza world or the comedy world if they make. I'm a guinea Italian. You know how many people make fun of Italian jokes? We're like the number one people that but we don't get upset. We laugh. We joke. They're jokes. They're made for humor. That's it. That's what it counts.
Times are changing quickly, and I understand that. And now you can it's acceptable to make fun of your own ethnicity. I couldn't do an Italian joke. I'm not Italian, thank God.
Well, no, I don't blame you. Somebody get the rope. You got the chicken wire in the back?
No, and that's another thing. When you're in comedy, and I know you want to do it.
Oh,
yeah, I know you want to do it.
Yes.
You know.
I'm gonna.
He's got that itch.
He's got it.
He's told me many times. He's got that itch.
I'm gonna take your class. Does Rich Walker have to be there? Does he have to touch?
Yeah, but I'll tell you something.
No, but I love Walker.
We're gonna be tough on you. We're gonna make you be disciplined.
I would not expect anything else.
Okay.
I will let you mold and guide and get you back later. But after those weeks, after the punishment, after you do all your magic, I have to get you back on the stage.
Remember, that's the Italian way.
Like if you ever go outside and you see like a 6-foot hole, that's when you know. That's when I better not mess around with Dan Romano. But you know what? I don't do it no more because it's bad on my back.
All right, yeah, I understand.
I'm too old. No, I gotta go to Home Depot now and get a couple of those people that are just on the line and say, "Listen, come, do me a favor, and point over there." They know.
Make it easier. Just get a bobcat.
And by the way, that 6 foot is bullshit. You don't have to go 6 feet deep. You can go 4. There's no room.
No. You have to go 6 feet deep. It's called social distancing.
Yeah, that is weird.
You know,
6 feet under, 6 feet apart.
I'm seriously hoping you're kidding about this. The 4 feet is sufficient.
It is sufficient. It is. I put it to the plane.
Well, there are so many Italian jokes, and if you're comfortable with them,
yes,
you can talk about yourself. Being self-deprecating, I think, vulnerable, Jerry Seinfeld used to say, is the most important thing you need to understand in comedy. The joke should be on you. And Italians, there's a tradition in comedy of Italians having a lot of fun with themselves and their families.
Yes.
And at the same time being very proud of their heritage.
Oh yeah, we have. Well, Andrew Dice Clay acts Italian, but I don't think he is Italian.
No, he's not.
He gets away with abusing Italians, but I like that. I like Andrew. We have Anthony Rodia, who is on fire right now. Anthony Salud, by the way, and congratulations on all your success. A very good friend of mine. And I love Anthony Rodia, what he's been doing with the Italian heritage and the comedy world and making tons of fans. It's unbelievable. Like, he's got the whole Italian community behind him. He's on the Wise Guy Show. Nice shout out to the Wise Guy Show. But the way that this comedy world is coming together and all this other BS about being hurt. It's comedy, my friends. Don't take the comedy world. That's my opinion. Don't take the comedy world to heart. It's comedy. It's not an attack on a religion. It's not an attack on a person. It's not an attack on your ethnicity or anything else. Or if you're a small person, big person, fat person, skinny. It's not an attack. It's a joke. And don't take jokes to heart because they are not meant purposely for you, unless your name's attached to it. Like if I made a joke on Peter Bales, that's different. But if I make an attack, like not an attack, if I make a joke on anything that could involve Peter Bales, like if he's a swimmer and I make an attack on a swimming joke, it's not an attack on the person. So everybody just relax and listen to the words and laugh and don't take it all to heart. That's my opinion.
I'm just concerned that when I do finally pass away, that I'm put into a 6-foot grave, not a 4-foot.
Well, it all depends on how mad you get me. and do you have a plot that we can just slip you in? Do you have a plot, boy?
I don't actually know.
What are you waiting for?
I should, you know.
Do
you have a plot for yourself?
Actually, I do.
You really do?
Yeah, I do.
I
have a wall. It's a. They put me in a wall, not under the ground.
Oh, so you're going to be cremated?
No, not cremated. They take my body. They put me in a wall. It's like a big.
It's
place.
like kind of like a pizza oven.
Well, yeah, that's a different way to
slide you in.
Maybe I'm going to sell that right now. I didn't think of it like that. But
really?
Yes, it's like a mausoleum thing where you stick them in and they forget about you on the wall.
My wife has a plot for me.
Yeah, but
once I pass away, she's putting in an in-ground pool.
There you go. I like that.
You're going to be a fertilizer. I don't know. We already me and her already talked about your insurance plan. I told her to increase it before we get rid of you. Wait, did I just say that on air? Sorry about that, beautiful. But we are running a little bit out of time on the Dan Romano Show. But I am truly blessed to be here with two of the best. I am so happy that the other two weren't here because then it would be the 3 out of 4 best. But Rich Walker, if you're watching or when you do watch it, I love you, Rich. You know you have been one of my favorite people in this world. Rich Walker, I have so many stories that are all positive about Rich. And I am truly, and actually the first time I ever asked to work with Rich, told me no. Told me no. And he did not wind up in a hole. just for the record, I showed him where it could be. And then all of a sudden he gave me that phone call. Hey, Danny, I want to work with you. So, but Rich, I can't wait to see your comedy, Rich, especially this other gentleman, Chris Monty. We didn't even talk about Chris Monty that much. And you're talking about a Grand Slam show. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, 516-756-2753. You will be calling my restaurant. Make a reservation. You could pay the night of the show. It's only 35 tickets. This is a $25 admission. This is a $25 2-drink minimum. When I tell you this is I don't know if a certain young lady ever told you, but I've been calling you the Godfather of comedy.
Oh, that's interesting.
You never heard that?
Being called the Godfather from an Italian, that is interesting.
That is highly from an Italian.
Yes,
that is quite a compliment, and I thank you. For
you were very but this is the first time you're hearing this?
Yes,
really.
Actually.
Well, I got to talk to a beautiful young lady that's a friend of mine because she's the one who goes, that's a great name for him. But we're going to talk about her another time.
Oh, but is that Peaches
Yes,
Rodriguez?
the most beautiful woman in comedy, Peaches Rodriguez. I love Peaches. She is a good friend. She is a woman that when I need advice, she's always there.
Right.
And I love Peaches. Peaches, God bless you, and I can't wait to see you hopefully one day on the Dan Romano Show. I think she just did a very good friend of mine show, Bonnie and Mandy.
Yes.
And that show was amazing. Also,
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that show soon.
It's an unbelievable show.
It's great.
And make sure you plug in the show that we're doing.
Absolutely.
The comedy, that's a joke. But again, guys, get your tickets. 516-756-2753. When I tell you it's the most limited seating ever, it's only 35 tickets. The last show we did was 72. It sold out in 11 days. This I want to sell out by tomorrow. You have three of the biggest naming comedies and Rich Walker. You have Peter Bales, Keith Fitz, Chris Monty. Chris Monty is a person, in my opinion, that, I mean, every one of them is worth every penny, but Chris Monty's probably worth a little bit extra, if that makes any sense to anybody. No matter which one of these comedians you're going to see, it is worth the entire admission. You are getting four of the biggest and brightest, except for one, of the biggest and brightest comedians on the market today, and I am truly, truly honored to put it under a Dan Romano label. This is going to be a night of laughter, love, friendship, comedy, all in one package under one roof, a couple of drinks, and a great time with four of the most amazing comedians on the planet. We have Keith Fitz, Rich Walker, Peter Bales, and to top it all off, Chris Monty. This is a grand slam comedy night. Get your tickets, 516-756-22753. Don't call now. I'm not at the restaurant. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Call up, put your name on, reserve a ticket. You can pay with a credit card, however you want to do it. Reserve your ticket today. And if there is a chance that you buy a ticket and you tell me, Danny, I can't make it, we're not here to screw you out of your money. Because I'll have other people on the list. You call me and say, Danny, I had to change it, but if you plan on coming, get your tickets, and if you have to change your mind, you get 100% of your money back. We don't scam nobody. So if you're thinking about coming, get your tickets, reserve them, and if you have to sell it back, there's no admission, there's no cost. We will just give it to the next person.
However, after the show, and you see Rich Walker's act, and you want your money back, no refund. No refund.
Go to Rich himself and tell him, hey, listen, the other three were amazing, but listen, this is the way it works. It's 650, 650, 650, and you're only paying $1 for Rich Walker. So if you want the $1 back, Bales will give it to you. Guys, are we out of time or are we still going? Guys, I love you all. We are going to go out of here. Again, the great Keith Fitz, unbelievable, amazing comedian. Peter Bales, one of the best. You're not going to find any better. Make sure if you're going to take a class, you take Peter Bales'
Stand-Up University.
And I might be the one signing up very soon. And I'm telling you now, if you get on the Dan Romano, I'm going to tell you right now, whoever is in the class, when I'm in it, you will all be invited on the Dan Romano Show for free publicity. And we're going to give as many plugins as we can to his class. God bless you all. Make sure you buy your Keith Fitz jewelry right here at the #1 station, right here on the Dan Romano Show. And on 20 Broadway in Massapequa. Come get your jewelry at Keith Fitz Jewelry on the #1 show on the #1 station. God bless you all and see you next week.
Good night, all.